Good morning. Welcome to the University of New England and to the graduation ceremony for awards in the School of Education. Graduates, family, friends and the UNE community, may I ask that you now please stand for the entry of the academic procession and the Deputy Chancellor of the University of New England, and please remain standing and join us in singing the National Anthem. Thank you.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soils and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea, a land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
In the spirit of reconciliation, the University of New England respects and acknowledges that its people, programs and facilities are built on land and surrounded by a sense of belonging, both ancient and contemporary, of the world's oldest living culture. In doing so, UNE values and respects Indigenous knowledge systems as a vital part of the knowledge capital of Australia. I would like also to pay respect to elders past, present and emerging, and pay my respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are present here today. Good morning, everyone. My name is David Van Arnholt and I'm the Deputy Chancellor of the University. It's my great honour to welcome you all here today to this special occasion, today's graduation ceremony for the School of Education. We welcome especially you, our graduands, and your families and your friends who are joining you today to celebrate this great occasion. I know many of you have travelled a great distance. I spoke to a young lady who was from Tasmania who drove up with her young family, so thank you. A warm welcome also to our staff who are here today to share the pride and celebration of their students' achievements. This is a wonderful moment of recognition for all of us, for our students who've worked so hard and can finally take a moment to see how far you've come. You can relax, you can smile. It looks very sombre out there, but today is a day of celebration. To your family and friends and loved ones who have cheered you on all the way and have helped you get to this place, the finishing line. And to the staff who've supported and inspired you every step of the way. I also welcome special guest, today's occasional address speaker, Mrs. Jan McClellan, AM, the former Chancellor, Dr. James Harris, and Andrea Londano, Anuan Elder Uncle Steve Widders, Vice Chancellor and CEO, Professor Chris Moran, Emeritus Professor Ray Crooksey, today's Esquire Bedell, and members of the UNE Council and Executive team. As I've said, graduations are a very special occasion for the university. They're an occasion where you get to celebrate the achievement of students and the attainment of awards and degrees, and also acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the staff who have helped you get here. Graduations are a time when the university can honour those who have made a special contribution to the university, the local community, and a society as a whole. I know for many of you, this is your first time on campus, even though you're graduating, so welcome. We hope this place is one of significance for you, as it has been for graduates for the past 72 years. We're excited to share the campus with you. It feels like it's warming up a little bit, just a little bit. I hope you take this opportunity to have a look around. It's great to see so many students here. It's a great place to study. It's a great place to visit, and it's a great place to graduate. Graduate ceremonies date back to the Middle Ages and tend to be reasonable formal occasions, and I'm feeling very formal as I'm speaking to you now. At UNE, while we honour the traditions of graduation ceremonies, we try to make this day special, warm, engaging, and as memorable for you, the graduands, as possible. There's a bit of pomp and ceremony, embrace if it works for you, a fancy outfit, slightly different hat than what you're used to. Enjoy it. But most importantly, take time to cherish your hard work. And as you have challenges in your career, and a lot of you are educators, so you're going to have some challenges, you're going to have nice emails from parents and things like that. Just remember you can achieve great things, and that's what we're celebrating here today. It is now my pleasure to declare this ceremony open and to call upon Unwin Elder, Uncle Steve Witters, to make welcome to country.
Right there.
Yep, right there.
That's right. Didn't have to walk too far there. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. As Deputy Chancellor David said, I'm an Unwin Elder. My name is Steve Witters, and I'm a descendant of the local custodians of the land upon which we are today. Deputy Chancellor David mentioned that a ceremony, graduation ceremony, goes back to the Middle Ages and is a ceremony that has been honoured since then. A welcome to country goes back much further than the Middle Ages. It goes back many thousands of years and many hundreds of generations, and is one that is done with respect, with friendship, with goodwill, with honesty, with transparency. And it acts as a reminder that the country that we are on, in fact, the whole of Australia, is Aboriginal land, always was and always will be, and is unceded as part of our history that we don't know. And the welcome to country helps to serve that. All of us here today are descendant from 4 groups of people. We either are descended from Indigenous Aboriginal people, convicts, migrants, or refugees, or a combination of all. All of us have a story. All of us have stories. Aboriginal people have stories that have been around for a long time, and they're passed down. And I'd like to pay tribute to those Aboriginal people that have walked before me, those that walk with me today, and those that will follow in my footsteps. And all of you as teachers would be doing the same thing. Aboriginal people have been educators and teachers for hundreds of generations, and they've passed their understanding and skills and experience on, just as modern teachers have today. So teachers are not new, and education's not new. It's been around for a long time. But the welcome to country is very important, because a lot of us in this country, and I hope you all take notice of this, a lot of us in this country do not know the real history of this country. We know from 1788 onwards, but we don't know a lot of the real history, the traditional history. And the more we know of our own country, the real history, the one that goes back thousands of years, and teachers are in a good position to do this, the more we know about it, the better we can go forward. It's important as educators for us to do that. And a welcome to country, I know it's controversial. Some people don't agree with it. Some people don't understand it. Some people think it's not necessary. But I, as an Aboriginal person, think it's absolutely necessary to remind people that we are on Aboriginal land without being political. It's just done in the gesture of goodwill and friendship and education. So I'd like to welcome you all here to the land of the Anaiwan, A-N-A-I-W-A-N, and acknowledge that there's lots of Aboriginal people here. We have connections right across this country. There's over 300 Aboriginal countries in Australia. That's more than what the United Nations have got. We know about international countries, but we don't know a lot about the countries that we have here in Australia. I know the Deputy Chancellor mentioned there's a family from Tasmania. They're the Palawa people. The Palawa people of Tasmania. Let's not forget them. And from all the other countries that we come from. I urge everybody, find out not what town you come from, what country you come from, what Aboriginal country you come from, and why is that country named that country. We'll learn about the history of the Aboriginal country. That does a lot to inspire reconciliation and understanding in the country that we all accept as the best country in the world, but we don't know a lot about it. I also welcome all of you here today, the supporters, your families, your graduates. It's your day. And I welcome those people that are online as well, that are not here, whether they be in Australia or overseas. I welcome them as well. And I'm going to do that in my language. It means feel safe, you feel comfortable. And congratulations to all of you. It's your day. You enjoy it. Danganadaga, dangadagawanga. Yaka anawun noyina, inja anawun kyuna. Yaka yina, inja kyuna. Inja nyambika kyuna, nambika urla. Altila rakinya, inja kyunda. Natamerunyara, inja kyunda, nambaka kyuna. I'd like to pay tribute to the university. The Deputy Chancellor made it clear from the start. We acknowledge that we're on Aboriginal land here, and they pay respect to the Aboriginal people in Australia. And that's a good way to introduce you to the ceremony from the very start. And you'll understand that the University of New England has a proud reputation and connection and accountability with Aboriginal people in this area. Welcome everybody, enjoy your day, celebrate, value and share. Thank you, all the best.
Thank you, Uncle Steve, for that warm, informative welcome to country. And as Steve said, we greatly appreciate our connection to community. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Chris Moran, to present Mrs. Jan McClellan AM to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Deputy Chancellor, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Uncle Steve, thank you for your welcome, and I can't help but feel that the old trees here somehow recognise the tones of language. I acknowledge all the places where the students, staff and communities of the University of New England live, learn, work and play, and pay respects to the knowledge holders of those places, and reflect on the responsibility of a university towards the whole community of Australia in terms of opportunities and the rights to education for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Many of you won't attend very many graduations. People up here, we attend a lot of graduations, so we know what's going on, but I'd like to help you a little bit so you don't miss things. You're sitting in front of me here, you are graduands with a D. Very soon, a piece of ceremony will occur where you'll be asked to stand and a charge is read, and then you'll be asked to sit. That is your graduation. The personal thing that comes later to collect your testimony is quite different. That's the finalisation for you as an individual. So when they stand as a group and the charge is read, that's your opportunity to yell the reason you're here. It's a ceremony, it can be a little bit solemn, but I invite you to yell, clap, let these people know why you've come. That's the opportunity. And then when each of them come up, if you yell out for the person you're here for, they'll hear you, they'll smile, and our day is made. So this is an opportunity for participation. It is a little cool. So again, the more you move, the more you yell, the warmer you'll be. If you're familiar with the person next to you, cuddle up. For the next 2 hours, the temperature of the breeze will not increase. So for those of you not familiar with the New England, get familiar with the person next to you. I have a great pleasure today in reading a citation for Jan McClellan. Many of you will have been through recruitment processes in your life. I obviously had to go through a recruitment process to become the Vice-Chancellor of the University of New England. The first person I met in that formal process from the University of New England was Jan McClellan, and it was a dinner. Quite a stressful event to have a dinner with someone you've never met and an aspiration to lead an institution like the University of New England. Jan put me at ease straight away and somehow over 3 hours managed to extract everything she needed to know and left me feeling as though it had been a pleasant, warm, engaging experience. I know from that point forward in working with Jan as Deputy Chancellor, the remarkable insight she has, the remarkable love for this institution that she has, and the huge amount of work that she's put in. That's my personal citation. Now let me give you the formal citation. Jan McClellan AM has demonstrated exceptional and enduring commitment to the University of New England through 25 years of distinguished service as a member of the Council and as Deputy Chancellor. Her outstanding leadership, strong ambassadorship for UNE, and ability to foster meaningful connections between the university and external organisations have been hallmarks of her contribution. During her tenure, Jan McClellan has chaired numerous council committees, most notably the Audit and Risk Committee and the Chancellor Selection Committee, and has represented UNE with distinction at external and stakeholder events, particularly in Western Sydney, where she has actively supported the promotion and development of the UNE Metro campus. She has also served in the place of the Chancellor as required, including presiding at graduation ceremonies. As a former Director General of the New South Wales Department of Education and Training, Jan McClellan is an experienced Chief Executive, Management Consultant and Senior Governance Leader across the government, private and not-for-profit sectors. Within UNE, she has served as Deputy Chancellor, Chair of the Audit and Risk Committee, and as a member of the Finance and Infrastructure Committee, the Remuneration Committee, the Nominations Committee, and the Higher Degrees, Titles and Tributes Committee. Beyond UNE, Jan McClellan holds an extensive portfolio of senior governance and leadership roles across government, industry, health and community sectors. She is currently a member of the New South Wales Judicial Commission and serves as chair of the Superannuation Industries Gateway Network governance body and the Life Insurance Code Compliance Committee. She also chairs Audit and Risk Committees for the New South Wales Department of Communities and Justice, the New South Wales Ministry of Health, Corrective Services New South Wales, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Northern Sydney Local Health District and Club Menangle. Jan McClellan is a former member of the Administrative Decisions Tribunal, Serious Offenders Review Council and the Advisory Board of New South Wales Circular, and has served as a Director of the State Transit Authority and the WSN Environmental Waste Solutions. She has also contributed significantly to community organisation, as Chair of Epilepsy Action and Heart for Kids, and as a Director of Stewart House, supporting education, health and wellbeing services for children and young people. Jan McClellan is a Fellow of the Australian Institute of Company Directors, a Fellow of the Institute of Managers and Leaders, and a Fellow of the Australian Council of Educational Leaders. She was awarded the Member of Australia, AM, in 2015 Australia Day Honours for significant service to education, business, social welfare and community organisations, and of course to public administration. Deputy Chancellor. In recognition of her profound and long-serving service to the university, her exemplary governance in recognition of her profound and long-standing service to the university, her exemplary governance leadership, and her outstanding contributions to public life, I have the honour to present to you Mrs. Jan McClellan for admission, honoris causa, to the degree of Doctor of Letters.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I have the great honour and privilege to admit you honoris causa to the degree of Doctorate of Letters. Congratulations.
We'll be hearing from Jan a little later. My script says.
So we're
Deputy
still
Chancellor.
learning as well.
My script says Deputy Chancellor.
I have big shoes to follow in Jan. So today we celebrate not only academic excellence, but also the remarkable contributions of individuals who have made a lasting impact on the university and communities. The UNE Alumni Awards honour graduates who exemplify our core principles through their achievements, leadership and service. With more than 140,000 alumni worldwide, you, our graduates, are about to join this valued community. The UNE Rising Star Alumni Award is presented to a UNE graduate who, in the early stages of their career and who display outstanding leadership and professional qualities while embodying characteristics of ethical behaviour and authenticity to inspire future generations of UNE graduates with their achievements. Vice-Chancellor, I now invite you to present Andrea Londono for the UNE Rising Star Alumni Award.
Andrea Londono exemplifies outstanding leadership and professional excellence in early childhood education since graduating from UNE in December 2023. I just divert from my script for a moment. I met Andrea this morning and she said she couldn't make it to her graduation in 2023. So when she comes up for this Rising Star Award, I invite you to give her 2 rounds of applause, one for the graduation that she missed here on the lawns and one for the award she's receiving today. As an early childhood pedagogy advisor for creche and kindergarten, she mentors educators across 20 services in Brisbane, Gold Coast and Ipswich, demonstrating exceptional commitment to inclusive practice and educational quality and educational equity. Andrea Londono's leadership is particularly notable for her advocacy for culturally and linguistically diverse children, CALD, children, families and educators. Her collaborative work on school transition for called families has generated practical, inclusive strategies that influence regional practice. She champions culturally responsive pedagogy, empowering bilingual educators to recognise their linguistic and cultural strengths as assets. Her dedication to social justice extends from pre-university work facilitating playgroups for refugee families to her current practice, where she prioritises children's and families' voices in decision-making. Andrea Londono builds trust through authentic communication and demonstrates resilience when supporting educators facing complex challenges. Distinguished guests, graduates, in recognition of her exceptional leadership in inclusive early childhood education, championing culturally and linguistically diverse children and families while mentoring educators, it is my honour to present to you Andrea Londono for the UNE Rising Star Alumni Award.
Congratulations, Andrea. I now invite the Chair of the Academic Board, Professor Adrian Walsh, to present the candidates for their degrees.
Would the graduands please stand? That's what we talked about before. Do that. Deputy Chancellor, I submit to you a list of candidates as set out in the program who've completed all requirements and are entitled to be admitted to their respective academic degrees and awards.
The Vice-Chancellor gave you a hint earlier on. We'd like a big cheer because this is the moment. In the name of the Council, I admit these candidates to their respective academic degrees and awards.
Well done. Yeah, so that was a subtle distinction between graduands and graduates. So, would the graduates please be seated? Would the graduates also receiving the New England Award please stand? Those. Okay, great. Deputy Chancellor, the New England Award is granted to selected graduates who have demonstrated outstanding service to the university and wider community and commitment to others. It's a non-academic award given by the university in recognition of the skills, attributes, leadership and personal qualities that are developed through extracurricular activity, committee membership, voluntary work and good citizenship.
Through your actions to achieve the New England Award, you have shown yourself to be a high-achieving, proactive and outward-looking member of the university community. UNE is proud of the relationships we have developed with many organisations across Australia as a result of your efforts. On behalf of the Council and the UNE community, I extend to you our heart thanks and congratulations.
Please be seated. Would the graduates who are also receiving a Vice-Chancellor's Scholar Award please stand? Okay, Deputy Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor Scholar Award is granted to selected or master's degree graduates who are graduating with a grade point average of 6.7 or higher. It's granted to recognise the achievements of our most academically high-achieving students.
By achieving the Vice-Chancellor's Scholars Award, you have shown yourself to be a hard-working and disciplined member of the university community with a determination to succeed. On behalf of the Council and the UNE community, I extend our heart thanks and congratulations.
Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, I now have gone on to present to you all those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Education Research who are able to be present at this ceremony. I should say I'm going to read the name, and then before the applause starts, I'll just read the title of the thesis. People have spent a lot of time working on these, on their projects to get here. And so it'd be nice, and I'll read the name. So please hold your applause until we give the name. So this is Ruth Claire Ratcliffe, also receiving the Chancellor's Doctoral Research Medal, supervised by Vegna Kumar Maniam and Adjunct Professor Bob Broughton, enhancing community school relationships, insights from an adult literacy campaign, Dr. Ruth Claire Ratcliffe. Okay, Amanda Cherie England, supervised by Associate Professor Joanne Marie Bird, Associate Professor Margaret Leonard Rogers, and Dr. Sue Elliott, investigating the philosophies and pedagogies of facilitators in unregulated Australian nature play programs, Dr. Amanda Cherie England. Shering, supervised by Associate Professor Rachel Adlington, Dr. Joshua Matthews, and Dr. Brenda Lee Wolodko. Factors enabling and inhibiting teacher educators' information and communication technology acceptance and use in teaching, proposing a culturally relevant theoretical framework for teacher educators' ICT acceptance and use in Bhutan and similar cultural contexts. Dr. Churing. This is Ruwan Gunawadare, supervised by Associate Professor Joshua Matthews and Dr. Leonardo Veliz. Curiosity-based reading as a stimulus for reading to write tasks among undergraduate learners of English in Sri Lanka, the learner's perception and the impact of on L2 written development. Dr. Ruwan Gunawadare. This is a Master of Education Research, Roller Jihad Zim, supervised by Nadia Risk, Associate Professor Francis Quinn and Professor Rachel Adlington. Challenges related to language faced by mainstream primary teachers when teaching science to EALD Arabic-speaking migrant students. Roller Jihad Zim. Okay. These scholars stand at the peak of academic achievement through years of dedication, intellectual rigour and creativity. They've not only mastered their disciplines, but they've also contributed new knowledge to the world. Their work embodies the spirit of discovery that defines this university. And in honour of their accomplishments, I now invite all of the procession to please rise and join me in acclaim for our research graduates. Deputy Chancellor, I now have the honour to invite the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Arts, Social Sciences and Education, Professor Nathan Wise, to present those graduates newly admitted to the Postgraduate Awards who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Deputy Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Master and Graduate Certificate from the School of Education. For Master of Education, Tracy Marie Jones. David Nyenga Mahoro. Master of Education, Special and Inclusive Education, Karen Janet Millington. Elise Faye Robinson. Master of Neuroscience and Education, Nasira Tosha. Master of Teaching Primary, Marla Arumugan. Bonnie Bate. Kira Duquesne. Catherine Elvich. Catherine Louise Emily. Natalie Louise Fenwick. Carly Elizabeth Fitzgerald. Kate Marie Gill. Ashley Georgina Jack. Deepthi Priyana Kumarasinghe. Amanda Jane Makakatic. Rachel Marie Mann. Cameron Sinclair Marshall. Emily Sarah McCann. Alicia Louise McDonald. Kimberly Jane Morris. Jennifer Naomi Moyes. Luke Aaron Parsons, also receiving the Vice Chancellor's Scholar Award. Kate Prudence Swagger. Rosalie K. Shearer. Jason Thorson. Bianca Judita Walker. Bianca Louise Waters. Peter Jane Warburton. Master of Teaching Secondary, Louise Robin Baker. Marin Elise Brittle. Carolyn Bridge. Rebecca Lee Butler. Andrea Janine Canning. Hayden Fisher. Peter George John Grant. Craig Leslie Norman Hunter. Daphne Barbara James Bueller. Katrina Ann Lees. Kirsten Jennifer McGee. Maria Rahman. Zena Roof. Chelsea Jade Reeve. William Wallace Scott. Brooke Allison Shaw. Takumi Shirakura. Oliver Turner. Graduate Certificate in Digital Learning, Damon Maguire, also receiving the Bachelor of Training and Development. Graduate Certificate in Education Studies, Yoko Takamura. Emily Tran. And New Fong Tran. And Deputy Chancellor, before we conclude the presentation of postgraduate awards, I'm honoured to present 2 posthumous awards in recognition of a valued member of our university community. The awards of Graduate Certificate in Arts and Bachelor of Arts are conferred upon David John Campbell, who brought genuine enthusiasm for learning to everything he undertook at UNE. He took great pride in his studies and often spoke of the example he hoped to set for his 3 children, Oliver, Xavier and Beatrix, that growth and learning have no age limit. His time at the university was deeply meaningful to him, and he had looked forward to sharing his graduation with his sister Sarah, who receives her own degree today. We are pleased that in some small way we can recognise his efforts and attainment. Please make welcome his family as we honour his memory and achievements made here. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of postgraduate awards to graduates in the School of Education.
Thank you, Professor Wise. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Chris Moran, to introduce or to reintroduce today's occasional address speaker.
Thank you, Chancellor. This is our 5th of 6 graduations this week, and I've observed 2 things. Males think that you can take a shortcut from the ramp because they lift their feet higher than females. So far, the ratio is about 5 to 1 males tripping. Females, many of them, wear very long shoes. And they think the edges here don't catch heels. Sometimes they do. Please be careful. I know there's a moment where it's all about you, hundreds of people are looking at you and cheering for you, and you've got to think about your foot. So I'm sorry. Please be careful. Males, you don't need to hurry back to your seat. No one's watching you anymore. The thing's done. Just relax. Everything's fine. Watch the ushers. The ushers are giving the instructions. It's hard to do it in the moment. It's possibly hard having got a mini lecture about it as well, but please do be careful. We don't want anyone to tumble this morning. 2 seconds, sometimes 3 seconds, is the maximum amount of time that most humans give a reel or a TikTok video. 20 seconds is a remarkable TikTok video. Now, I know you have all been studying, so you don't know about this. This is things other people are doing. The people down the back are doing it now. So when is my daughter coming? A bit more TikToking. I ask you to pause now for 20 seconds. Give yourself one good TikTok time and think of one thing from your journey here, one experience, one lesson, one emotion that you'll carry away from your degree. Just 20 seconds. Seems a long time, doesn't it? That's why it's so hard to watch to the end of a TikTok video. So when you do go out there and you join social media and realise what the rest of the world has been wasting their time doing while you've been learning, every time you see one of those videos, just think that thought. Take that thought with you. It might be a bit of a hard call, but perhaps every now and then take that one away with you. So you're all finished, yeah? Nah. Ask the people over here, we've seen, that's why we put the postgrads first, so you can recognise them, to go and ask them how good it is to do it again. how terrific it is to know that you come back to the family of University of New England and get the next thing you need, the next aspiration met. That sense that life and learning are completely joined together. Our beautiful building behind us here was built in 1890 and our university was initially formed in 1938. Yet somebody knew, because in the library of that building there's an epitaph in the window that says, "Cease not to learn until thou cease to live." It's quite a remarkable thing for a university in the robing room of us to see that written up on the window and just remind us, to remind you that you haven't yet finished. You graduate at a remarkable time. I suspect Vice Chancellors, dignitaries and occasional address speakers have been saying that to graduates for approximately 550 years. But I do think this is a remarkable time, particularly for you. And the reason is a simple one. Humankind have invented a form of intelligence and are propagating that form of intelligence across the whole planet at lightning speed. The people that you'll be going to teach, the people that you'll be working with who are teaching people, are right now using it. They're right now accessing the whole corpus of human knowledge via a machine. And you've all had a look at this. You've all had a look at this, I'm sure. It's a non-trivial change. It's a non-trivial change in teaching and in pedagogy. And you're on the cusp of it. You're on the cutting edge. You don't have some of the tools that the teachers who have been teaching for 20, 30 years have developed so that they know in their heart that they're protected from this thing. Because they know that teaching is ultimately a human experience. People like to learn together. Children like to play together. They love to learn together. And they love human guidance to do it. But you have a new thing to navigate in here, particularly those of you who are coming straight into high school. Many of you may know that probably around the age of 8 years old now, the majority of young people know the different models. They know the strengths and weaknesses of different artificial intelligence models. And you as teachers are going to be navigating that with them. Here it comes. Cuddle up, everyone. I've only got about another 45 minutes to go. So what I encourage you to do is to confront this with confidence. The underlying education you've received about being an educator holds true. It's a foundation. It gives you the place from where you can grow as a human and a teacher, and those who teach others to teach. Then ask yourself the question over the next period of time, when do I need to reach back to gain a greater understanding? When do I need to reach back to get those other skills that we as a university are going as quickly as we can to make available to you? This is a world that's moving just as fast for us as it is for everybody else. But be assured, within a year, within 2 years, the University of New England will be a place where you can come back to and say, I think I know what the questions are that I need to have answered. Therefore, I need to know what competencies and skills I need to have. You should expect to be able to get them here. And we're working very hard on that for you. So take those foundations, take that 20-second memory and build that as the confidence whilst this unusual and unexpected new arrival in your classroom is something that you will navigate on a day-to-day basis. I want to thank you for going into teaching. For those of you who are coming into regional, we're a bit biased. If you're going to stay in a region, you're so precious. We need you. We need you in our classrooms. We need humans who want to teach. We need humans who want to engage with others in regional communities. There is absolutely no reason why learning should be a deficit because people are living in regions and supporting the rest of our country. So for those of you who've chosen regional or are still open to the choice of regional, please consider the massive impact that you can have and certainly the support you would get from this university for anything you need to achieve in that way. Since UNE's first Vice-Chancellor, Sir Robert Madgwick, gave an occasional address at UNE's 1959 graduation, this podium has been followed by hundreds of fascinating speakers, both UNE alumni and others, who take the opportunity to impart their wisdom and experience on the graduating cohort. Earlier in this ceremony, we heard about Jan McClellan's sustained high-impact leadership across education, government and community sectors, which is paired with a rare ability to connect institutions with the people and communities they serve. Members of Council, graduands, guests, I am honoured to introduce Jan McClellan AM as your occasional address speaker this morning. Please give her a warm welcome.
Deputy Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, former Chancellor Dr. James Harris, distinguished guests, staff, graduates, students, graduating students I was going to say, but no graduates, families and friends. It's truly wonderful to be back in this fabulous campus on such a beautiful day on the land of the Anawan people. Thank you, Uncle Steve, for your very warm welcome to country, and I pay my respect to you, elders past and present, and extend that respect to all First Nations people. Thank you for the great honour you've bestowed on me today. I am deeply touched. And thank you for the privilege of addressing you on this wonderful occasion as we celebrate your graduation from the School of Education, a school whose influence reaches far beyond this campus into classrooms, communities, workplaces and futures across Australia and the world. UNE has always been a university with a clear purpose. From its earliest days, it has stood for access, opportunity, and the belief that education should reach people wherever they live and whatever their circumstances. No one embodied that more than UNE's first Vice-Chancellor, Sir Robert Madgwick. His career spanned primary teaching in rural and regional locations, adult education, tertiary leadership, and education policy. He believed deeply in the power of education to transform lives and communities, a belief that continues to underpin UNE's mission today. And looking at our graduates today, early childhood educators, primary and secondary teachers, special educators, adult educators, and researchers whose work spans continents and communities, I think Sir Robert would be very proud. Today marks a milestone in your lives. It's a celebration of your hard work, your perseverance, and your belief in the power of education to change lives. As someone who has spent most of my career in education across schools, vocational education, universities and government, I can assure you that your profession matters profoundly to the future of our communities, our regions and our nation. Education has shaped my life in ways I could never have predicted. Like many of you, I was the first in my family to attend university. I studied psychology, government, French and Indonesian, a combination that made perfect sense to me at the time, but left my parents slightly bewildered. My father, who was a politician at the time, was immensely proud of me and my studies. And so instead of taking my mother to Canberra to a reception for the visiting Indonesian president, he decided to take me. As we lined up to meet the president, my father proudly announced to everybody within earshot that his daughter was studying Indonesian at university, and so impressed with the officials that they told the president. When we reached the president, he smiled and said something to me very quickly in Indonesian. To this day, I wouldn't have a clue what he said. Everyone looked at me, I froze, and then in a moment of sheer panic, I blurted out the only phrase I could remember. It was a standard phrase we'd been taught in class. The president burst out laughing, his minders burst out laughing, and then so did everybody else when they found out what I'd said. And what I'd said was, "You don't look too well today, but your mother-in-law looks fine." Now, number one, who teaches that? So those of you who are language teachers, just remember, sometimes these phrases can be used in the wrong places. Needless to say, my father never again boasted about my Indonesian, and definitely no more parliamentary receptions for me. But that moment taught me something important. Opportunities rarely arrive neatly packaged. Sometimes they arise as surprises, challenges, or moments when you feel completely out of your depth. But you always learn and grow from them. And that brings me to the first of 4 themes I want to share with you today. First is take opportunities, especially the unexpected ones. My career has taken me across government, education, health, justice, financial services, and the community sector. None of it was planned. It unfolded because I said yes to opportunities that stretched me, challenged me, and sometimes terrified me. An early role as a researcher and speechwriter in Parliament sparked my interest in law. That led me to study law and be admitted as a solicitor and barrister of the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Knowledge that proved invaluable in leadership roles, in tribunals, when I was on the Serious Offenders Review Council, now on the Judicial Commission, and in governance roles across government and industry. Other opportunities allowed me to work on programs supporting women, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, people with disability, and students across New South Wales. Each opportunity built on the last, expanding my skills and deepening my understanding of the communities we serve. Whether your degree takes you to early childhood, secondary teaching, special education, adult or tertiary education, policy work, workplace training or leadership, or into fields you don't even yet exist. Education opens doors you don't even know are there. So say yes, step out of your comfort zone. The best opportunities are the ones that stretch you into new areas of knowledge and skills. The second theme I wanted to share with you is to keep learning, and it's been touched on by a number of speakers today. Keep learning, always. The world is changing at a pace none of us could have imagined. As the Vice-Chancellor said, AI is changing the way we live, work, educate and solve problems. In my current roles, I have to build across developments in AI, cybersecurity and even quantum computing to make sure the organisations I lead remain safe, effective and future focused. As the Vice-Chancellor said, and you could hear from his passion, UNE is leading the way in embedding AI into teaching, learning, research and governance. As educators, you will guide students through a world where knowledge is expanding faster than ever. Your commitment to lifelong learning will be one of your greatest strengths. And learning isn't just about doing courses or attending conferences. It's about staying curious and connected. It's about listening to colleagues, mentors, students, and communities. I've learned so much and continue to learn every day just by listening deeply to others and embracing diversity and respecting perspectives different from my own. The third theme I wanted to share is be resilient, because life will test you. Every one of you has already shown resilience. You've balanced study, work, family, and life's curveballs. Some of you have faced illness, loss, or hardship, and yet you are still here today. Resilience is in UNE's DNA. Sir Robert Madgwick fought hard to have distance education recognised as a legitimate pathway to a university degree. And UNE has continued to demonstrate resilience through economic, social, environmental and pandemic challenges. As the daughter of a politician, I learnt resilience at a very early age, facing taunts and comments, particularly around election time. And that resilience developed later in years when I had to deal with a lot of unions. And there was one particular occasion where I required great resilience. There was a protest and march through the streets of Sydney with all the demonstrators wearing brightly coloured badges bashing drums and chanting out, "Not happy Jan." So my resilience on that day was greatly tested. But my greatest test came when I was Director General of Education. I'd been appointed the first female Director General in New South Wales, and I loved my job, and all the feedback I was getting was that I was doing a good job. But a new minister arrived. He wanted change, starting at the top. Without notice, without reason, and without compensation, I was removed from my role. At 1:30 p.m, I was in the minister's office. By 3 p.m, I was out on my own. My stellar career and dream job gone just like that. It was devastating, but it was also a turning point. I enrolled in a small business course, started my own consulting firm, and soon found myself working with ministers, CEOs, and organisations across Australia. I went from having an army of people to look after me, to looking after myself, and from having a title to just being Jan. And I've never looked back, with so many enriching and rewarding experiences opening up as a result of that. Resilience is not about avoiding setbacks, it's about refusing to let them define you and succeeding despite them. And my fourth and final theme is make an impact, because educators do every day. UNE is renowned for its impact on individuals, communities, and the economic and social development of nations. As a member of UNE Council, I've attended more than 100 graduations and celebrated the achievements of tens of thousands of students. UNE continues to achieve 5-star ratings for student experience and leads in graduate employability and some research fields. Its impact is profound. I've been fortunate enough in my career to have made an impact in numerous areas: consumer protection, financial services, education, health, justice, and community services. As educators, you too will have an impact, sometimes through grand gestures, but more often through small acts of kindness, consistency, and belief in your students. I once visited a school in a very disadvantaged community where many of the families were under the watch of communities and services, and where many of the children were in fear of being removed from their families. Some of the children arrived at school each day without any food, without having had breakfast, and sometimes having had to pull together whatever clothes they could just to get there. Teachers, in conjunction with the local community, stocked glass fridges with sandwiches, fruit, drinks, and they set up a process where students could help themselves without embarrassment, without shame, without explanation. Attendance soared, children felt safe. They wanted to be there. Those teachers were making an impact on not only the education of those students, but on their health, well-being, and self-esteem. To the families and friends who supported you, thank you. To the academic staff, your dedication has shaped the next generation of educators and leaders. And to the graduates, congratulations, you've earned this achievement. As you walk across the stage today, don't worry about tripping, as the Vice-Chancellor said. Don't worry about your hat or your gown. Take a deep breath, savour the moment, feel the pride of your families, your communities, and the generations who came before you and those that will come after you. And as you leave here, take opportunities, keep learning, be resilient, and make an impact. And most of all, enjoy the journey and have fun. Warmest congratulations, well done, and my very best wishes for the exciting times ahead.
Thank you, Dr. McClellan. I feel a bit like the Vice-Chancellor when he had his dinner and sort of, not underestimated, but in 10 minutes, you've managed to inspire and impart a wisdom of a lifetime, to take opportunities that mightn't present themselves neatly, to remain curious, to remain resilient and to have an impact. And as all the speakers have said today, as educators, you have the chance to make a great impact. So thank you, Jan, for everything you've done for the university and for such a wonderful occasional address. Thank you. Before we continue with our ceremony, we have a special musical interlude to celebrate this great occasion. The music for today's ceremony is proudly provided by the graduation ceremony musicians. We are privileged to be joined by three outstanding musicians, Warwick Dunham, Sarah Sandgrove and Malcolm Liddell. Please join me in welcoming them and enjoy the performance.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me
Thank you very much for that wonderful performance. I now invite the head of the School of Education, Professor Sue Gregory, to commence presenting the undergraduate awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I now have the honour to invite, to invite the Head of School Education. No, that's you. Let me find where I am. Deputy Chancellor, I now have the honour to present to you those graduates newly admitted to the degree of Bachelor and those graduates awarded the diploma in the school, from the School of Education. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Education, Therese Elizabeth Baker. Jodie Cheryl Bajuling. Angel May Coates Hinton. Sophie Elise Collison. Rachel Marie Dangerfield. Kerry Jane Elliott. Natalie Louise Grimes. Olivia Jerd. Reverse. Phoebe Jane Lemph. Madison Elise Tucker. Sophie Lee Richard. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Education and Care, Kerry Louise Graham. Chloe Marie Pearce. Sarah Ann Scott. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Teaching, Teresa Abissing. Anika Amundsen. Crystal Lee Anderson. Hannah Kalita Asdam. Rachel Marie Barber. Darian Amelia Beecham. Alexandra Bell. Caitlin Burgeon. Jessica Sarah Brett. Jessica Ruth Brindley. Monica Carol Brown. Samantha Jessica Burton. Elise Caves. Santina Cristiano. Vanessa Ellen Davies. Jenny Carolina Felencio Romero. Summer Lee Farrell Fennell. Caitlin Marie Flanagan. Emily Funk. Rachel Emma George. Nicole Suzanne Glasson. Gabriel Goko. Lucy Gudgeon. Kylie Jane Hayter. Abby Rose Hingston. Madison Jackson. Minul Malayi Jose. Emily Rose Keane. Taylor Marie Kelly. Adele Tony Cordia. Sarah Dorothea Korora. Rachel Nicole Kunz. Gemma Allison Lennox. Caitlin Ann Mallon. Chloe Louise McGee. Rebecca Claire Milne. Tai Diong Pyong Nugent. Tu Ha Nugent. Danielle Louise O'Connor. Isabella Anita Portelli. Sarah Power. Hashana Devi Remishaw Deljour. Stephanie Jane Rogers. Kelly Leanne Rose. Christine Antoinette Sabado Sanjana. Nicole Amy Sankey. Mary-Ann Marie Schroeder. Deborah Michelle Stevens. Vemadevan Subhavashini. Lauren Elizabeth Thompson. Michelle Lee Thornton. Angela Yule. Tycee Michelle Wales. Christy Jean White. Bachelor of Education in Service Conversion, Leonie Karen Joy Green. Kathleen Frances McNeil McCormick. Maria Piratina. Kristen Marie Robinson. Brett Joseph Thorpe. Bachelor of Education, K-12 Teaching, Emily Louise Blundell. Zoe Madison Burns. Samantha Cox. Hannah Louise Davis. Niam Emily Harrigan. Aisha Jane Klindens. Pamela Joyce Murphy. Ella Catherine O'Dwyer, also receiving the New England Award. Kylie Tucker. Bachelor of Education, K-6 Teaching, Malia Marie Ann Bridge. Kay Lee Bridges Brown. Rachel Camilleri. Kerry Lee Cashin. Siobhan Jacinta Clifford. Lucy Nellie Commons. Liesl Kate Cooper. Alicia Jean Corbett. Thomas Maxwell Davidge. Catherine Marie Dixon. Lee Jane Downs. Jessica Margaret Eggins. Ella Maria Gaskin. Ellen Stephanie Gattis. Tamara Goslet. Scott Wynne Gregory. Indiana Hope Hall. Melanie Louise Hawkett. Olivia Grace Holt. Zoe Genevieve Johnston. Madison Jean Kennedy. Ailsa King. Madeline Louise Knight. Isabella Rose Lightley. Elise Kate McKinnon. Tashneem Bitain Momin. Emily Jean Nichols. Donna Renee Partridge. Tamara Prerad. Rebecca K. Russell. Anthony Francesco Scaffone. Chantel Slaviro. Miranda Lily Wiseman-Taylor. Rebecca May Viria. Carly Marie Waite. Brooke Chelsea Wilson, also receiving the New England Award. Bachelor of Education Primary, Marissa Gardina. Narelle Kitchen. Bachelor of Education, Secondary Arts, Ellie Lou George. Jaden Louise Goodchild. Anne-Marie Jane Mills. Katie Jane Miskell. Claudia Rose Garland Percy. Crystal Primer. Maya Vivian Smith. Jade Leanne Tierney. Gemma Gale Wilgelin. Natasha Jane Wotherspoon. Bachelor of Education, Secondary Mathematics, Bassem Bader. Liam Thomas Kemmerford. Bachelor of Education, Secondary Music, Imogen Frances Harding, also receiving the Vice-Chancellor's Scholars Award. Bachelor of Education, Secondary Science, Amanda Jane Petit. Georgia May Rumble. Bachelor of Educational Studies, Tessa Lily Victoria Butler. Caitlin Leah Jean Moss. Amelia Elaine Washbrook. Bachelor of Special and Inclusive Education, Primary, Tanya Nicole Beard. Lydia Jane Harris. Rebecca Michelle Keats. Taylor Lee Madjev. Lynn Marie McKinnon. Olivia Ann McLean. Michaelia Jane Neal. Benita Ogilvie. Darcy Thomas Old. Bachelor of Training and Development, Matthew Harold McIntyre. Adida Son Favday. Diploma in Education Studies, Talia Maria Poncini. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Education to graduates who are able to be present at this ceremony.
Thank you, Professor Gregory. I now invite Dr. Ruth Ratcliffe, to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, council members, local elders, distinguished guests, academic staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. Thank you, Uncle Steve Witters, for welcoming us to beautiful Anaiwan country today. And thank you for the Anaiwan people for their care and custodianship of this country over millennia. I also want to acknowledge all First Nations people here today and all First Nations people associated with the research and practice of the degrees awarded today. I wish to pay special acknowledgement to the Namba, Barkindji, Murrawarri, Yawalare, Barranbinya and other nations of far western New South Wales, where I was privileged to conduct my PhD research, and to the Nukunu and Nadjari people of the Southern Flinders Ranges and mid-north South Australia, my daughter's people. It's a huge honour to stand before you today as a graduate of UNE and be invited to deliver this vote of thanks. My journey to graduating today was long and complicated, and there were certainly times when I doubted this day would ever come. I suspect my supervisors, family and friends also wondered at times, but their support never wavered, so thank you. Each of us has a unique story that led to this day, and we are united by the shared experience of being supported by this institution. Today, as we rightly celebrate the achievements of graduates, I'm confident that you are also reflecting, as I am, on the many people who contributed to your achievements. The expertise of your tutors, lecturers and supervisors, the encouragement and belief that each of us could do the academic work required, the patience and dedication of professional staff, and the quiet yet absolutely essential work that underpins this university and the success of its graduates. To the academic staff, professional staff, librarians, maintenance, IT staff, university leadership, and fellow students, now graduates, thank you all. I'm not sure there's a standard path through a degree for anyone today, but I know my own experience felt particularly unique, both in terms of the extent of challenges and the support that I received. I first enrolled in my PhD back in 2015, which really seems like a different world. And apart from a very few visits here, I spent very little time on this campus. For the past 5 years, I've been employed by another university, and there is simply no way I would be standing before you today without the steadfast support of innumerable professional and academic staff, and of course my family and my friends. Allow me to express personal thanks to my supervisory team, Professor Bob Boughton. He's been there since the beginning, and although now retired, made the effort to be here today. Dr. Vegnas Maniam and Associate Professor Helen Harper capably steered me to submission. Dr. Kelvin McQueen and Professor Jack Beatson also contributed to my supervisory team. And Professor Beatson's heroic work as Executive Director of the Literacy for Life Foundation and the extraordinary story of community empowerment that it represents underpins my entire PhD. My PhD involved working alongside people who reached adulthood without skills in English print literacy. And I learnt more from these people than I could ever convey in my thesis, and I certainly won't try to do in the 4 minutes I have here. Suffice to say, I did a great deal of thinking about language, learning and literacy, and I became even more of a word nerd than I was at the beginning. So when I was invited to give this vote of thanks, I couldn't resist looking up the origin of the word thank. Like many English words, it's an amalgam of Saxon, Norse and Proto-German. Yet in my almost 49 years of speaking English, I'd never reflected on the relationship between think and thank. Yet my etymology dictionary pointed out that thank is related to think, much as song is to sing. And the word thank appears to have expanded from simply meaning thinking or remembering to mean remembering fondly or thinking of with gratitude. So while we've all spent a great deal of time engaged in the thinking that was necessary to achieve these degrees, I'm confident we will carry the thanks, the remembering fondly and thinking of with gratitude for UNE, both the place and the people, for the rest of our lives. Thank you.
Thanks, Ruth.
Thank you, Ruth, for your lovely and heartfelt speech and for the impact you're making. Congratulations to you and all our graduates on your graduation today. You are now part of the UNE Alumni family, and I encourage you to stay connected with us in the years ahead, whether by undertaking further study, that's been repeated quite a bit today, encouraging your friends and family to study with us, engaging with the UNE alumni through events and activities, or keeping up with the news about the impact our staff are having on the world. You have received a world-class education from Australia's first regional university in facilities to rival our G8 counterparts. A university renowned for its impressive graduation outcomes. The only public university in Australia to achieve 5 stars for overall experience in the University Guide for 20 years in a row, as voted by you, the students. Along the way, you have learnt what it means to be part of a community that doesn't just extol the values of kindness, accountability, connection and boldness, but enacts them. An unconventional university that encourages teamwork, respect, that believes in a better future for all of us, regardless of geography. I wish you all the very best for your careers ahead. I look forward to hearing about the differences UNE has made to your world and the difference you are making in the world. We take great pride in having helped you accomplish this chapter. I've had the joy of being here today and see so many fantastic smiles and to hear such joy from your parents and friends and colleagues. So if I could ask the graduates to return that favour and be upstanding and thank all their supporters, please. And if we could return to our seats. Thank you all for attending today's ceremony. A special thanks to our UNE staff who have worked so tirelessly to make today's ceremony such a memorable one. Before bringing today's ceremony to a close, we have one final moment to share with our new graduates. In a moment, I'll invite you to launch your tranches in celebration, a gesture that marks not only the completion of your studies, but the beginning of all that lies ahead. Do take care, because you will have to get them back. So, could I ask you to be upstanding? Today, as you lift your tranches, it is not only a celebration of your own achievement, but a reflection on the university sending you forth into your professions, your communities, the wider world to contribute with knowledge, creativity and purpose. Now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You wait till you end up in a classroom with boys, they will not follow instructions that clearly. Please be seated. Your alma mater is one you can take pride in, just as we take pride in you. Our university is steeped in history, yet propelled by imagination and innovation. It's your springboard. Take opportunities, stay curious, remain resilient, and make an impact. I declare today's ceremony closed and ask that the congregation to please stand for the academic anthem and after the anthem, the newly admitted graduates are invited to follow the procession out. Have a wonderful day. Travel safely. Thank you.
Gaudiamo sigitor, Jovenistum somos. Gaudiamo sigitor, Jovenistum somos. Aus jocunda vivictutem, aus polissam senectutem, aus avebis somos. Nos avebis somos. Vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat mem Roma convivit, vivat mem Roma quilivit, sed mersit infare, sed mersit infare. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. No, you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need.